Hello. I have a stress headache from last night when I developed it first while trying to defend Moon for the Sun and Moon show fandom. But I suppose it's like roughly the same bloody fandom as the rest of the Sun and Moon show fandom now. Cause they just made Sun as toxic as the Sans, but they just people just so thoroughly ignored every single horrible thing Sun did to Moon, and in fact they ignored horrible things, and one person actually said to me that oh, Sun was worse because Sun was physical, and guess what, huh? Moon has to deal with physical shit now. Like Moon canonically has the physical pain, and Sun has emotional, and guess what, huh? They just ignored. It was just so thoroughly ignored. Okay. Okay, I guess press random button. Not like I think about this. Just see oh, great. Destined to call Freddy. Oh well. Yeah. That's not. Okay. Anyway. Oh, press 5. Anyway, because consistently they utterly ignored how badly Moon was hurt by Sun, how he was literally his prisoner for who knows for most of their life, and oh, and basically still is and oh yeah, according to it looks like in the Rune DLC they are still Moon was literally Sun's prisoner for years, and oh, the whole point of not being able to move. Yeah, I'm gonna get caught like that. Okay, ready? Damn it! Okay, guess I'm just oh great, I'm distracted. Anyway, people just ignore the simple fact that Moon was literally stuck in Sun's head. Sun was was actually the person in power here in the situation in the Sun and Moon show, and oh yeah, they just go ahead and make a repeat of that, and just make it that oh honestly, I honestly thought it was a bloody someone's bloody fucking murdering him, and oh yeah, you wouldn't. Oh yeah, this fandom would not have cared. This fandom that doesn't really care. That Sun acted. That honestly, to me, Sun's uncanonically a freaking narcissist. Not once did he actually give a shit about physically torturing Moon. Oh, Moon gave a shit about physically torturing Sun in the Sun and Moon show, and oh yeah, and they basically. Honestly, no matter how much legit points I bloody had, I just had this damn fandom just basically shoot me down with the most ridiculous shit. Oh, it's not this. Oh, this. All the fucking time. For freaking months it happened, and then, oh wow, they just get it. Oh yeah, just the people who act like that got enabled with both canonically and with the Sun and Moon show, and they just get to do whatever the hell they want, to be a good what that does. Might as well just go in here, who knows. Anyway. Well, I guess you can tell. I guess you can probably tell. I just feel like I am annoyed at all hell. like, Sun legitly gets to do whatever the hell he wants just because he's one of those people that they can see do no wrong. Like, oh wow, like, oh sure, he saves Cassie, but like, who knows what he'll do. But like, he was like, he was probably suppressing Moon for who knows how long, and like, from even the basics of bloody movement. You consider it from Moon's POV. Like, honestly, I'm actually a former domestic violence victim myself, and like, and frankly, I do not find Sunny the bloody victim, like, ever. Like, even from the beginning, even before the bloody show had, I was legitimately freaking sus of him. Like,
are you lost?
Actually, I am. Whatever. Whatever. You know, maybe I should not whatever. I'm pretty damn open about it in my bloody in my YouTube comment section. So might as well say it in like on my YouTube. I'm not getting into specifics on what I went through. And I should have known that random button pressing wouldn't do shit to this. Yeah, whatever. I guess I just bring this up for something to look at. So, I mean, it's just like, it's why I it's why I have whiteboard drawings in the background usually, like to give. It was like a low cost way of giving the viewer something to look at, but. Yeah. Oh well. Maybe I could end this with a jump scare. Huh. Oh, whatever. Might as well. Or not? Yeah. Nah. I think I might just end this. Oh, I guess the whole point of this is just like. It's just like. Oh yeah, I know Moon was murderous, but I feel like that's just like. I feel like that's just pushed on. It's just like they didn't even give, like, in my playthrough, I didn't even think there was even a bloody option of hanging with Moon. Like, that's all I want. That just like I said at the beginning of the playthrough, that's all I wanted was them to stop demonizing Moon, and that this damn fandom had to be wrong. But with at least one of the twins. That's the one expectation I had for this, but no, they just had to get enabled again, like officially. This would like I said this on my playthrough, but this would make this fandom's toxic behaviour towards anyone who doesn't agree that Sun's Mr. Bloody Perfect or Mr. Bloody Sympathetic. Like, honestly, like, so many times to shoot down people just casually shooting down that Sun's not a Mary too. Oh wow, he has these. Honestly, like, did you freaking look it up, huh? Did you freaking do your research? He's a sympathetic, so oh yeah, and oh yeah, someone actually said, oh, she's not a Mary, she mostly just stands by and just dead. No, she's a Mary too, but because of how basically she's just able to bust it and be all seen as a good person all the bloody time, like straight up, like. Oh, that Aaron just like talks about how good and nice she is, and like, she's like the original Mary. She's like a bloody purity. So, and like, I don't know. I guess I meant to just talk about this bloody game. What happened with this bloody game, but like it's heavily intertwined with like my experience with the Sun and Moon show, and like how fucking horrible it was to me, like, and just like like. In my experience, it was just like, just like just repeatedly seeing all the shit Sun did to Moon be excused, and then I see it emphasized, see the same bloody things, only much more words, only straight up in your face, canon, like in a room DLC, like, oh yeah, Moon doesn't talk at all, like, that's one of my things I thought of the Sun and Moon show, like, Moon didn't say shit because he can't, because he was basically trying not to, like, you know what, might as well just go for a walk, like, okay, mission, whatever, like, Moon was basically trying not to, like, any time he brought up into Sun and Moon show, any time he ever brought up his issues, Sun immediately started yelling them. Well, maybe not yelling them down, but like, look how he reacted every fucking time Moon bring up his issues, and like, you think that you think that behavior just came out of nowhere? Like, he's been freaking doing that shit for years, and like people doesn't like, it doesn't, like, people's behavior don't come out of nowhere, like, and oh yeah, and then you won, and canonically you wonder what, honestly, like, Canon Moon is probably ironically more healthy than like the Sun and Moon show Moon, because guess what, Canon Moon knows that Sun's a bloody problem. And oh yeah, every time someone actually knows it, that every called out Sun on his shit, it's always, oh, you're such a bad guy, I'm just gonna fucking kill you. Like, oh yeah, it's as happened with Sun, with like Blood Moon. I thought Blood Moon should have been. Oh, sorry, Freddy. How the hell did that flash go? Honestly, like, it really annoys me what happened with just. I felt like that. Honestly, it's just like the fact that they can't see the obvious, that their freaking Sun where should ruin the Sun and Moon show, and they basically I feel like it just basically ruined Canon's Sun, unless they really lean into the fact he's a bloody narcissist, like that, oh yeah, he didn't really care about Cassie's well-being. He just cared about murdering and oh well, maybe Moon's not dead. Maybe he just hasn't right in his small little. Honestly,
Gregory, what are you doing?
Sorry, I didn't mean it. Like, it keeps slipping. Like. Honestly, with like. Huh. Okay, I guess I should just get some battery in this and stop babbling. Yeah. Well, maybe it's not exactly blabbling. Maybe it's just a very clear point I'm making. It's just like, Sun's a fucking toxic person. Moon's an abuse victim. Like. And he was legitly being straight up tortured by Sun canonically. Okay, I'm just gonna stop this now before it fully runs out. Bye.